Again, I'm Dr. Rita McGuire, the Chief Medical Officer here at Wakanna. I am excited to talk to all of you about our hair products. First, a little bit about our company, Wakanna. We are the crown jewel of CBD. We represent health, wealth, legacy, and freedom. Those are our 4 pillars. Our vision is that we exist to end the negative stigma. See, the negative stigma still surrounds this plant. Even in the 21st century, we've got communities that really have lost out on the health and wealth of this plant. Why? Because they have been criminalized, demarginalized around this plant. And so we want to really help end the negative stigma that has caused communities around the world to suffer and lose out on the health, wealth benefits of the cannabis plant. Our mission: we are the catalyst to stir this movement, inspiring people from all over the world to confidently move into the legal space as entrepreneurs, as formulators, investors, really evoking the courage and strength of people to take back their health, wealth, legacy, and freedom. So I want you to meet the other co-founders here at Wakanna. Myself, I represent the pillar of health. I'm the Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Rita McGuire. Then our president of Wakanna, Dr. Patricia Van Pelt. She represents the pillar of wealth. She's a state senator here in Illinois, about to serve her 4th term. She's an entrepreneur, evangelist. And then our CEO, our visionary. She is the pillar of legacy, Melissa Boston. She brings to us years of experience in the network social selling industry. In fact, at the age of 32 and a half years old, she fired her boss in corporate America to be a leader in the network marketing arena. And then our chief sales officer, Phyllis Nash. She's our midwife, but she's the pillar of freedom. And she brings to us many years of experience in real estate, in the food industry, as well as the liquor industry. She is coined our midwife, where she is birthing all of the sales possibilities as we work to build our businesses. So when we look at our revenue, again, we've got to change this slide, at least I do. We have now up to $7.5, $8 million in cumulative sales in the last 3 years. See, we launched Wakanna 3 years ago on 4/20 for African-American women, really helping to improve the health of our community and to improve the wealth of our community utilizing the cannabis plant. So when we look at the industry, when we look at the cannabis industry as a whole, it's booming. We've gone from illegal to now essential. At the height of the global pandemic, hospitals, some surgery centers, some very essential things stayed open, and one was the cannabis dispensaries. And so we have been able, Wakanna, we have been able to exceed so many goals each and every month, despite the global pandemic, because we understand that cannabis is essential and it's legal. The cannabis sourced from the hemp plant, the CBD that we provide to the marketplace, which is sourced from the hemp species, is legal. See, in 2018, former President Trump passed the Farm Bill. It's an agricultural bill, but it is the ability now in all 50 states to not only sell hemp, consume, but even cultivate hemp so that we can get a better health without the high. Because hemp gives us the health without the high, without the species of the marijuana. And that is so critically important for our guests to understand that our products don't give you a high. Our products contain the legal limit of THC, which is 0.3%. Our products are safe and effective. Our products are grown organically. And we're going to be talking about our hair products today. So when we look at the billion and trillion dollar industries, Wakanna has participated by including products that are infused with CBD to help you lose weight, to improve your immune and overall wellness, essential oils and skin care and hair care. See, we've participated in industries that are doing trillions of dollars in sales revenue with CBD. So yes, our CBD is compliant under the Department of Agriculture, and it's compliant under Section 7606 of the 2018 Farm Bill. And this is very important to understand because not all CBD is made equally. There are CBD products that you can purchase at gas stations, at smoke shops. These products are not compliant under the Department of Agriculture or not even compliant with 7606, stating that these CBD products have to be sourced from the hemp species containing 0.3% or less of THC. So this slide really tells it all. Our CBD comes from hemp. Our products are all sourced from the species of the plant that contains less than 0.3% of THC. See, marijuana gives you the high, and it gives you the high because it has high levels of THC. So hemp, our products, our CBD products give you the health without the high because they are sourced from hemp and not marijuana. So let's look at some of the many, many benefits of CBD or cannabidiol. See, CBD is antibacterial, and that's why when we talk about our scalp and we talk about dandruff and we talk about folliculitis and other conditions that can affect the scalp, CBD is an antibacterial and helps to reduce bacterial growth in the scalp, on the skin. CBD also is anti-inflammatory, and inflammation can cause a lot of issues with excessive shedding, hair loss, alopecia, as well as CBD is a vasorelaxant. So it can come in and help dilate those vessels that nourish the hair follicle to really allow our scalp to be healthy so that we can have a healthy hair follicle. There are many other benefits that CBD offers the body, but when we talk about the hair, I wanted to highlight those in particular. There are other cannabinoids or other compounds that the cannabis plant produces, like CBG and CBN and Delta-8 THC. All of these other compounds work synergistically with CBD to give us the results that we're looking for, especially when we're talking about our hair. The way that cannabis works in the body is fascinating. See, in medical school, we weren't taught about the endocannabinoid system. In residency, we weren't taught about the endocannabinoid system, but now I understand that there is science behind how these products work in our body. And the endocannabinoid system is a very vital regulatory physiological system that keeps our body in balance. So when we consume CBD or we use CBD in a shampoo or a conditioner or a leave-in detangler, we know that there are receptors, CB1 and CB2 receptors on the skin. So the skin is able now to bind, these receptors on the skin can bind with the CBD and reduce inflammation, reduce the bacterial load, help to dilate the blood vessels so nutrients can get into the hair follicle and really, really help our hair growth. So that's the science behind how CBD works, how cannabis works in the body. There are major receptors in other organs and glands, not just the skin, the brain, the central nervous system, the teeth, the stomach, the reproductive tract, the lungs, the liver, just so many major organs and glands from our head to our toes that are looking for cannabis to put the body back into balance. So here is a really good diagram of what I was speaking about. When we look at the hair follicle, we look at all of the receptors that are found on the skin, CB1 and CB2, and the effect that CBD has to reduce inflammation. It's an anti-inflammatory and it's bacteriostatic, and it really does help even with psoriasis or seborrheic dermatitis and acne, any condition that affects the skin. CBD can come in and put that body back in balance by reducing inflammation and reducing a bacterial overload. So I'm going to bring up our speaker, our VP of the hair division, which is Doris Mosley. Doris Mosley is an icon in the hair industry. She is located in the West Coast, in California, in the LA division area. She is absolutely an amazing educator and trichologist, instructing those all over the world about hair care and disease and conditions of the scalp and the hair. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up Doris. She's going to hit on dandruff today. We're going to talk about dandruff. We're going to talk about our products. Doris Mosley, are you out there?
I am, and I am excited to be out here. Although it's the 4th, and happy 4th of July for those who celebrate. But I'm just excited, Dr. Rita, that I am able to be out here. Trust me, I'm excited. But I'm gonna first kind of just talk about our hemp-powered hair oil, because hemp-powered.
Are you still there, Doris? I don't hear you.
Okay, it's kind of hard to operate with one hand, but so excuse me, y'all. I did mute my own self out. But I'm back. Hold on, just let me get the screen up. We're going to be talking about dandruff today. And dandruff is something most people tolerate, but we're going to share with you how not to tolerate it. So hemp-powered hair, it promotes healthy hair and natural, I give the hair a natural shine, natural way to strengthen and heal damaged hair follicles due to the fact that it's a hormonal traction and androgenetic alopecia. Reduces breakage and thicken edges. Now, where dandruff come in? Dandruff, first of all, let's get rid of the myth that it is contagious. Dandruff is not contagious. And it's not really serious unless left unattended. It could be annoying because it ends up on your shoulders, it ends up in your combs, it just ends up on your face, and that can cause challenges also. There are 2 types of dandruff. It's dandruff that seborrhea sicca, which is your dry dandruff, and seborrhea oleosis is your oily dandruff. Now, in our hemp-powered hair, we look at black seed oil. And why do we look at the black seed oil that's in there? Because it helps eliminate itchy scalp. And when you have an itchy scalp, you're gonna do what? Grab the first thing, if not your fingernails, you're gonna grab the first thing you can to relieve the itchiness of the scalp. But in our hemp-powered hair, you have it already. You have black seed oil in there. Also, you have about 100,000 plus follicles on the head. Now, the follicles can become damaged providing you are digging into your scalp to relieve the itchiness, which your follicle is 4.7 millimeters. That's not far beneath the epidermis, which is your top layer of skin. So you want to be very careful how you dig in there. Also, you want to get rid of inflammation. You hear Dr. Rita talk about inflammation all the time because that causes havoc to the body, is inflammation. So in our hemp powered hair, you have the pumpkin seed oil, and that helps get rid of inflammation. You also want to make sure there's good circulation coming into that scalp, simply because that is what nourishes the follicle, is blood. And in our hemp powered hair, we have peppermint oil. That helps with that. So we don't want to cause any follicle damage, because if you cause this follicle damage, you can definitely kill off the follicle, make it sluggish, or I always say sick. And when that happens, it either no hair is gonna come back if it's dead, or you're gonna slow down the process of your hair growing. So you want to be very careful of that, because you want to make sure that you're keeping the flakes off the scalp. And I only think dandruff is really an accelerated cells on the scalp. You're producing cells faster than you're getting them off. Now, we would love to shampoo our hair every day, but if you look like me, have hair like me, that's not going to work because of the styling that we have to give to our hair at the end of the shampoo. So we don't want to have to do that unless you're wearing natural hair and the dandruff have gotten excessive. Dandruff also can be disguised as product buildup on the hair, on the scalp. So if you're not rinsing properly, which we advise to rinse as if it's your last rinse after every shampoo. If not, you can have product buildup. That's why we always advise you to do a scalp facial at least once a month, if not more, depending on the acceleration of your cells on your scalp, because you don't want to clog your pores. And then clogging your pores can cause folliculitis, meaning you got a sick follicle, okay, and could lead to death of that follicle. And once that follicle is dead, there's no more hair that's going to grow there. You have three types of hair. You have the lanugo hair, which I'm sure Dr. Rita see a lot of that at birth. And you have terminal hair, which is the hair that you probably have on your head right now. And then you have vellus hair. Vellus hair is that hair that return into miniaturization. You're losing it slowly. So you want to keep those pores open. And then we have, and that's when our SOS system was formulated, because we wanted to make sure that you was cleansing that hair properly, not only the scalp, but you was cleansing the shaft of the hair properly. And it's made with essential oils, and it's also oils and CBD. Now, this system is infused with CBD. So, CBD brings the body back into balance. That's that endocannabinoid system, which Dr. Rita said they didn't really learn about that in school. And I talked to some other doctors and they said they didn't get it either. It helps, invigorates mind, got to get the mind right, body and soul, while leaving the hair clean, soft, and refreshed. It helps clarify. Now, when something clarifies, that means it's deep cleansing the scalp and remove buildup of oils that can hinder hair growth. And that is so true, because if you're clogging the scalp, your pores are being clogged, it's going to. And it's great for all types of hair. So you can't say, well, that's really not for my hair. It's not for this. Some people say, is that for black hair? And I say, well, if your hair is black, it's good for black hair. But I don't want you to get it confused. It's all types and textures. So that's important, because when you cleanse the shaft properly, then you don't have to worry about conditioning over conditioner. Then we have our moisturizing conditioner. We got to make sure that we are moisturizing, because hair is made of two things, and that is moisture and it's made of protein. So a complete conditioner, I lost my screen. Oh, complete conditioner, specially intended to help rehydrate. Rehydrate? Yes, because that's what a lot of bodies are missing. We're missing hydration. So our conditioner rehydrates and moisture all hair types as well as texture. It uses CBD, organic juices, essential oils, and vitamins to moisturize and soften hair. Locks in the positive replenishment, leaving the hair with a soft, shiny, luxurious glow. Now, that's important, but we got to drink water. We got to drink water. We should be drinking half of your body weight in ounces. And I know a lot of us don't do that. And I haven't been doing it lately because of what's going on with me, period. But I miss drinking water like that because I enjoy my water. So we got to start hydrating our body so our scalp, people say, oh, my hair is so dry, my scalp is so dry. The first thing I ask, how much water do you drink? Oh, I don't like water. Well, 80 to 90% of your body is water. And if you don't drink water, it's going to start deplenishing it from our own body, and that won't be good. But thank God we do have in our hemp-powered hair, we have in our SOS system products and oil that definitely helps rehydrate, and that's important. Then we have our detangler leave-in conditioner. Now that was like a hit was that detangling conditioner, because what is happening, we shampoo the hair and we have to comb it out. And when you comb it out from ends to scalp, you end up getting all the hairs that would have came out or should have came out of the way, and making that hair tangle free, giving that hair the shine that you need, just making a big difference in the comb out. Now, what I found that when you're doing those stationary styles like braids, weaves, anything that has been stationary for 2 or 3 weeks or months, then you need to pre-spray the hair thoroughly with the detangler, because you want to comb out all that hair. So you lose anywhere from 50 to 100 strands a day. And if you don't get that out of there, what's going to happen? It's going to be all tangled up in there when you get ready to shampoo the person. So I found very easy to comb it out. Just let me share this with you. It's packed with soothing, nourishing ingredients for strong and conditioned hair. Leave hair with a beautiful shiny bounce, great for all hair types. It was formulated to be after the shampoo, after you towel dry from the shampoo and from the conditioner. But there's so many stationary hairstyles out here, weaves and braids and wigs and ponytails, just a plethora of stationary hairstyles. But Dr. Reed, I found that you can also use the detangler before the shampoo, because it allows you to comb out the strands that shedded during the process, and it's still in the hair. It might not have flown off because your hair is not free, but you take that detangler and spray it over the entire head real thorough and comb it from the scalp, from the ends towards the scalp. And you get all that hair that did come out, but didn't get out. But if you wet that hair before you comb it out, you will have a disaster. So use your detangler before, and then you could also use it after if you need to. And that is what I found to be amazing about this system and how the SOS system works. You can do different things with it that get great results. Then there's your styling cream. Some people wanted to know, with the styling cream, how does it work? It it nourishes and rejuvenate hair and scalp, but it's not clogging to the pores. Uh, it easy style and shines curly or wavy hair, provides energizing aroma of essential oils with a pleasant, and that's important too, have a pleasant scent in the product. Gender neutral scent that's very important. Now that can be used either on dry hair or wet hair. You can blow dry it in, or you can blow dry and use a small amount. You don't need a lot, because once you take a little bit out, rub it in the palm of your hand, it emulsifies. And you don't need a lot, and comb it through and style. You can style it thermally, or you can style it through wet set. However you want to do it, it's up to you. But it's so great on the hair. And what you're looking for, you will get it with our styling cream. It's very good. That's one of my daughter's favorite product to use on set. Then you also have oud oil. Now, I always laugh about oud oil because oud oil was actually formulated for skin. And when I thought about it, I said, hair is an appendage of skin. Let me just try it on the hair. And I did, and amazing results. I mean, amazing. I always squirt a little bit in my customer's hands before I go to the head with it. And all they say is, ooh. Then I said, that's the name. Ooh, that's where it came from. Ooh. And they love it. And I put it on the hand, just a little, not a lot, because when you're doing thermal styling, you want to make sure that you're protecting that hair. And that is like a barrier for the heat to the hair. So oud oil is a great addition to the SOS family, along with the beard oil. We didn't forget the men. The beard oil. Beards are very popular nowadays, very popular. And it's designed to help strengthen and um, thicken the beard. And also, it's the beard hair naturally strengthen hair follicles for those with androgenetic alopecia. And androgenetic alopecia is simply baldness. Alopecia is a medical term for baldness. And androgenetic is just that, from the genes of their parents. So that's very important that the guys, and it make the beard look good, thick, shiny, and use it on the head. The men use it on your head too. We have over 55% men who are experiencing alopecia. So men, fall in line, get the system, get the SOS system, and also get, if you're wearing a beard, would like a thicker beard, use the beard oil on your beard. Then you also have, let's deal with the food. We can't get away from the food that we eat that contributing to our hair loss. A lot of sugars, a lot of carbohydrates, sodas, all of those things. And we have flat belly lifestyle going on. So I know everybody is on that, getting everything more exciting. So think about that when you put those foods that are rejected, which only does just give us more inflammation, and that's not good. And then the questions I always ask, do dandruff grow your hair? No, that's another myth. Dandruff does not grow your hair. Flakiness on your scalp does not grow your hair. But if you leave it unattended and not using that renewing shampoo that will give you a deep cleanse, you can cause some problem with your follicles. So that could ultimately lead to hair loss. But growing your hair, no, that's a myth. So just remember, dandruff is not contagious. It's just accelerated skin growth that flakes up. Two types, seborrhea sicca, which you got dryness, seborrhea oleosis, you have oily. So we're gonna get the system, we're gonna use it, like it's supposed to be used, and we're going to get some great results. So back to you, Dr. Rita.
Can you just go over the scalp facial one more time?
Okay, the scalp facial, what you want to do is mix. And let's say why do you do a scalp facial? You do a scalp facial to deep cleanse the pores and to get all that, what you say is dandruff off the scalp. And the scalp facial, what you do is you get a mixing bowl and you mix 1 ounce of renewing shampoo with a tablespoon of baking soda. Add 6 drops of peppermint oil, and that is so refreshing, the peppermint oil. And if you remember, peppermint oil speeds up the blood circulation. Take a toothbrush and rotate the mixture over the scalp in an upward motion. Now, why are you doing it in an upward motion? It's because you want to bring your blood to that area. Wrap the head up with a plastic bag, or I like saran wrap because it holds it tighter. Let stand for 10 minutes. Dry or not necessary. Let the body heat do the rest, because you don't want to keep adding a lot of heat to the hair. So you let the body heat do the rest. Shampoo out. And then with the leftover in the bowl, and I'm sure there'll be a little leftover, you want to use that as your second shampoo. And after that, you follow with the remaining SOS system, which would be your moisturizing conditioner, the detangler, styling cream, and your oud oil. That is so relaxing. That is so effective. I mean, it is very relaxing. Your customers will love it. And if you're a stylist on the line, that's an additional income. So there you have it. You have additional income. You restoring the person's hair, providing the follicle is still alive, and you're bringing relaxation to the client. So that's your scalp facial, and we're gonna show you that. I won't be able to live do it, but we do have a video that we'll be showing in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Doris.
You are
Appreciate
so
all of
welcome.
your knowledge each and every week. So dandruff is something that absolutely can be addressed with our
Sure.
product line. Dandruff is not contagious.
No.
And that scalp facial is something that we want you to share with your stylist. We want you to share with those that you know that really need that exfoliation to happen and to really address a lot of issues that go on with our hair, one being dandruff. So thank you for that. At this time, Doris, I'm going to take questions from the audience. If
Okay.
you have questions about our hairline, about your hair, if you have questions about how you can present this to your stylist, just put it in the chat, whatever questions that may come to mind to you in regards to our Save Our Strand system. So Doris, we have Joanna, we have Regina Peters and Shirley McLaurin. First of all, if you can put in the chat if you're utilizing our Save Our Strands or our hemp powered hair. Little testimony from me, many of you who attend any of the calls would notice that my hair is different, right? Many times that you see me, 99.9%, I have on a wig. And the reason why I was wearing a wig is because I was letting the products, chemicals grow out of my hair, as well as my color, which is the gray that you see. Contemplating if I should grow it long or cut it short. But the whole time I was utilizing the system. The entire time I was utilizing the empowered hair, both internally and topically. And my edges are all grown in now. I've got all these edges back. And I stopped doing those styles like weaves, and I was doing some braids, but mostly weaves, lots of traction on the hair. I stopped doing that. And I figured, I'm a vegan now. Let's not be hypocritical. Let's stop putting all the chemicals on your hair. So I'm excited to be a product of the product. And I wanted to know how many of you out there are the product of these amazing hair products. And I do see from Regina Peters, she says, I use the SOS and empowered hair with great results. Regina, we would love for you to email us. If you have, either you can email us your testimonial, a written testimonial, and or you can send us your before and after picture, because we are in the final phases of putting our brochure together for our Save Our Strand system. So if you can do that, my email is ritamd@wakanna.com. We would love that for anybody that's on the line, a written and or a visual testimonial before and after. Thank you, Regina Peters. We really appreciate that. Joanna says, I've been using hemp powered hair for the last few months while growing locks. No more dandruff. Yes,
Yay.
lights have been growing back. Love the product. Same with you, Joanna. If you could send us that testimonial, either in words and or a pic of before and after, we would love to use these for our testimonial section in our brochure. That would be great. Thank you so much. Any other questions or comments?
Thank you, Regina.
Yes. Thank you, Regina. Wonderful. So, any other recommendations from you, Doris, as it relates to talking to your stylist, getting your stylist interested? I know my stylist, I have two, one on opposite sides of Chicago, but I have secured one of my stylists. She is a distributor for Wakanna. But any other tips and tricks in the bag into
Well,
getting your stylist interested, not only in our
well,
product line, but our business?
I have a cousin that lives in Florida, and she got the SOS system. So I told her, because I had been talking to her stylist, but that's just talking as she's gotten it, right? So I told my cousin Alice, I said, Alice, every time you go to her, take the system. Don't let her use anything else on your head except the system. And she did. So it was like a few months later, we all ended up at a memorial service, me and my cousin, and her hair it was so pretty. And I said, Alice, your hair is so pretty. So she winked her eye to let me know, she was using the system. That's how she got her stylist on board. Her stylist seen the difference in her hair. And she's now a distributor out of Miami, Florida. She's now a
Wow.
distributor. So that's what I tell people when they call me up for consultation, and I let them know. I said, you get the system and call me back, and I'll tell you the rest. That way I'll know whether they got the system. And I tell them to take it to their stylist. Don't use nothing else on their head but the SOS system and the hemp powered hair. What a difference. Also, I have the hairstylist. When they get the system, I say only use it on one or two people. So you can see the difference. You can't use two or three products, different brands on a head looking for results. Get the SOS system, hemp powered hair, and only use that. And they're finding that they're getting better results. So that's my advice to anybody. If you're a customer, take it with you. If you're a stylist, get it and only use it on one or two customers so you can see the results.
I love that, same analogy we use with weight loss.
Yeah.
Same with our hair, thinking that using hemp powered hair for a day or a week, that you're going to have a head full of hair. You have to be consistent. You have to
Yes.
use it. You have to stop sabotaging yourself by doing different styles and chemicals to your hair.
Amen.
You got to look at your diet and your water intake. All of that together makes the CBD products magical, right? So we've got to be consistent. We've got to use it, and we have to be true to our hair so that we can regain that which was lost. So just
And
wanted.
Dr. Rita, I just want to step off the platform for hair for a second. I think everybody by now know what happened to me as far as my injury. And my arm from my elbow down was shattered. I have nothing now but 2 rods in my arm, and my hand was 80% cut off. Now, they had me on morphine, they had me on oxycodone, Norco. I mean, I've had every pain medicine ever, but it still wasn't connecting like I felt it should have been, according to how people was telling me how high those drugs was. I've been into my hemp MD. I've been into my pain cream. I've been to my gummies, and I am off of those medications. I'm now on
Woo-hoo! Yes.
Yes, I'm on Tylenol 500, which I can get off the counter. And it is get to the point where I'm really throbbing really bad. I'll take a Tylenol uh, with codeine. But Dr. Rita, when I tell you, I believe if I had not been just full of my hemp and my cannabis from Wakanna, I wouldn't be doing this. Like right now, I'm, on this call and I haven't had any pain and I'm not throbbing like I normally, am, but it's because of the product. So I'll tell you all, the doctor said, I don't see how you handling it. I know how I'm handling it because what I'm taking. The nurses say, I don't, she came out today. She said, I don't know how you're doing it, but I'm doing it because the cannabinoid has really been helping me. And you guys, if you are in any kind of pain, get it in your body. And it, like Dr. Rita said, you got to be consistent. You can't do it every now and then. I do it 3 times a day. And I rub the pain cream on my fingers because I don't want to have the pain just there. So I rub the pain cream on it. It don't take all the pain away, but it take the edge off. And I thank Wakanna for starting Wakanna for life. uh, yeah,
Fantastic. Wow. What a
yeah,
great testimony. What a
it
great,
is.
you just have some incredible products, and so grateful that you're off of those harsh medications and that you were able to find relief with our CBD products instead, and that we continue to
Yes,
pray for your recovery and your healing each and every
yes,
day. We appreciate you. We really appreciate you that you are able to not let this stop you. A lot of
no,
people, injuries, trauma, stops them, and this is giving you more drive and more commitment, and it's a testimony to our products, that our products are really
yes,
helping you through that.
yes. Thank you, guys.
Well, wonderful. If there's no other question, then we will close it out for this evening. We would like to invite you all this evening to the Monday Night Business Overview. All of you, I believe, yes, are business partners with Wakanna. If not, you're probably distributors, because you've all said that you're using our Save Our Strands. But we want to thank you for tuning in each and every Monday. Next Monday, try to invite some folks on, some friends, family members, other stylists, on the line so that they can get this information. So thank you, Doris, so much.
You're welcome.
Continue to recover, continue to heal.
Yes.
We will see you next Monday as well.
Okay, make it a great day.
Make
Enjoy
it a
your
great
fourth.
day. Enjoy
Don't get
your fourth.
that.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.